Hello again, this is Lazouche Custom here. Okay, this is the fourth part in my custom build project regarding the Strayavoyt Masterpiece pistol. Now then, as you can see, there's been a few changes. Don't get me wrong, I liked the Strayavoyt design with the trigger and the beaver tail and everything else. I really did like that design, but I wanted to put my own spin on this. So I've come up with a few little tweaks of my own. Namely, a different trigger, a different beaver tail, silver guide rod, silver painted barrel, although that could have been done anyway, and a flush hammer. The trigger I had in my spares box, and actually this design, the thinner trigger or whatever without the full solid look to it, I wanted to make it look more like a double action design pistol than a standard single action. Don't know why, it just felt right for this particular gun. The beaver tail is a custom done one. It's a 4.3, it's not the 5.1 anymore, but I've thinned it a bit. In fact, it looks very similar to a Jim Hogue design. If you know your pistol smiths from years ago or whatever that worked on 1911s, then this will remind you of his sort of beaver tail that he came up with. I quite like it. It looks better with this, or at least it appears to for me. It looks better with this type of pistol. And a little while back someone asked me, have you ever thought of doing a flush hammer design? No, I hadn't, so I thought, well, I'll give it a go. And actually it looks quite good on this particular gun, or at least it does to me. All it is a standard 1911A1 hammer that I've cut the stirrup off of, i.e. the thumb pad. That's been cut off, sanded down or ground down, keyed, undercoated and sprayed black, and actually it's pretty good. It works quite well, and it's totally flush to the back of the gun, so it does look very, very radically modern and sci-fi-ish now. I'm quite happy with it. I've since gone out and test fired it in this particular guise. As you know, I'd already test fired the pistol before in its earlier guise. Was getting a few problems with short stroking, i.e. the slide only going back as far as about there, and then it wouldn't sort of load up properly. I've since found the culprit of that, although I originally thought it was because after I'd sprayed the barrel silver, maybe these barrel lugs were causing problems. No, it wasn't. It was the guide rod spring. It had become tired and worn out. So I replaced it, and Bob's your uncle is working fine now. I like the design, I like the look of the pistol. As I say, I wanted my own touch on this particular design. Although, as I said before, I like the Strayavoyt design, I like the trigger, I like the beaver tail, I like everything about this. This is what really sort of, you know, hooked me on this particular gun. But I wanted to put my own take on it, and this is what resulted. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Just, you know, let me know. If you think it's a good design, fair enough, then fair enough. If you think it looks terrible, then please say so. But obviously keep your comments, you know, sort of decent or whatever. But yeah, just let me know what you reckon of it, what you reckon of the design, the shape, the look. I personally think it looks very, very futuristic. I don't think any pistol out there looks like this at all, other than obviously the IMM pistol, the Infinity Masterpiece one. But as it is with my take on it, it does look very, very different. I don't really know what I'm going to do about sights yet. I was going to do a trough sight along the top. I can't do that because the section that I used to fill in where the original rear sight is too thin, so to try and cut a trough through it, it will expose the blowback housing, so I can't do that. Someone else said, well, fit a RIS mounted laser on there. Yes, you could do that, I suppose, but it's taking up the RIS which you might need for other attachments. There is a real steel manufacturer out there that does a guide rod mounted, yes, you did hear me right, a guide rod mounted laser, which actually is a guide rod with a laser in it, which you can use as a target, as a sight or whatever. Wherever you put the red dot, you guarantee that's where the bullet's going to go. But it's going to be costly. As I say, I work on a budget, a very cheap budget at the moment, so I can't really go for that. But if I was going to build this pistol as a proper gun, you know, proper airsoft gun, then that would be an option, definitely. It would be integral to it, with maybe the activator or whatever, the button press, somewhere on the grip. But as it is, I like the overall shape, I like the design, I love it actually, and I don't particularly want to break up this shape with sticking a laser on the Riz here, but you could do it because there is no sights. When it comes to airsoft, you don't really have to worry about sights as long as that sort of compensator is sort of pointing in the direction you want to fire at. Within standard CQB ranges, you're going to hit the target unless you're a really, really poor shot. So I'm not too worried about sights on this as an airsoft gun unless you're doing really long distance shooting. As a target pistol, yeah, it's going to be useless because there is no sights. So yeah, target shooting, forget it. But for standard CQB stuff, it's perfect. It's all right. If I did have to fit sights and keep this shape as is, as I want to, I may put 2 white dots or drill 2 little holes either side of the rear of the slide so that you can line up the lighter coloured compensator between those 2 dots. If you are really, really bad at aiming, just line it up and fire. You know pretty much that the ball's going to hit the target. But other than that, we'll see how it goes. But tell me what you think. Tell me whether you like the design, whether you think it looks crazy, whether you think it looks good, sexy, whatever. Let me know what you reckon and put your comments below. There's a bit more info as well as to what I've done, parts used and everything written in the comments as well. So always check my comments, by the way, or the details to the video below. I know it's a couple of you have asked questions in the past about guns that I've done in the videos, when actually all the details are in the bit that's posted below the video. So, you know, please look. It's all the info is there on parts I've used, you know, any other info, how I did it, design work, whatever. It's all included below. So yeah, so check that out. Anyway, regardless of that, tell me what you think. If you like the design, fair enough, let me know. If you don't, let me know. It's just, as I say, it was just a one-off experiment. I've never ever done anything like this before, and actually this may be a precursor to either doing a replica of the Nighthawk T3 pistol. I'm still debating that, I don't know yet, which is where the compensator, the integral compensator comes in, i.e. that design of barrel comes in. So I may do that, but as I say, at the moment funds are very, very, very low, so I doubtful that there's going to be any major projects done over the next few months, but we'll just see how it goes. There will be other videos, don't get me wrong, but at the moment it's just going to be small projects. Okay, so there you go. So that's my take on the Strayavoy SV Masterpiece pistol. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments below what you reckon, and we'll see how it goes. I shall be using this throughout the rest of the year, as well as a couple of other pistols, like namely my Kimber TLE2, which, as you know, is an ongoing thing that's for reliability and so forth. This one will be used alongside it, I should imagine, just to see how well it does. Okay, so that's Lazouche Custom saying bye for now.